Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Smackdown. This is Michael Cole here with my broadcast partner Taz at ringside. And Taz, how'd you like to be in this man's shoes tonight?
I can't believe you'd even ask me that, Cole. If you're willing to be the special referee in a match between Benoit and Taker, you're either stupid or crazy. And here I was thinking Teddy Long actually liked this guy. I don't envy him one bit.
And the opponent, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 234 pounds, Chris Benoit. And the opponent, from Death Valley, weighing in at 305 pounds, The Undertaker.
Listen to that crowd. This is Michael Cole with Taz at ringside, bringing you SmackDown action from Seattle, Washington.
They're already going crazy, and the action hasn't even started yet. You know tonight's show, Cole, is going to be off the hook.
No question. The SmackDown superstars never fail to bring the house down, and Seattle will never be the same after tonight. Come on, ref. This isn't supposed to be a handicap match.
Here's Benoit's a great...
What a submission maneuver. You must be familiar with this one, Taz.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of it, Cole. That's the truth. And let me tell you, it's better to give than receive.
I don't think there's ever been a more dominant superstar in WWE than the legendary Deadman, The Undertaker.
Yeah, but you can only stay on top of the mountain for so long. And the Deadman's been there for a very, very long time.
That might be true, Taz, but I don't see anyone on the horizon who could dethrone the Phenom.
Randy Orton's a mouthy little punk, Cole, and that's exactly the kind of guy that superstars will line up around the block to get a shot at.
Orton's never backed down from the fight.
He ain't taking any chances with this submission, Cole. Look at how tight he's got it locked in.
I see that, Taz. I wouldn't be surprised if he got his opponent to tap out right here.
He's going for the submission.
And he might get it. He's got that hold locked in. What a deadly submission hold this is. We might see a tap out right here.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. The longer you stay in this, the more risk you have for serious injury. He dodged that bullet.
I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz. Oh, that's just about the last position you want to find yourself in.
No doubt. I don't care how tough you are. That hurts. Oh, boy. I hope this superstar wasn't planning on reproducing, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, I guess adoption's still an option, right?
Oh, jeez. Someone's voice just went up a couple of octaves.
It hurts just watching it. I can't imagine how excruciating this must be.
There's a reversal, Cole. I think Benoit might have lost a step or two when he took that little vacation from SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? We all know that the competition on Raw isn't exactly impressive, and I think Benoit might have gotten a little rusty.
What are you talking about? If anything, and there's the submission hold. What a deadly maneuver this is.
You're not kidding, Cole.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. You know, you should let me train you. You could be Cruiserweight champion in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Duh. They're just training people to go to war.
There's a lot of things under the ring, and all of them hurt.
Nice quick counter. It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up. Holy cow, Cole, look at that. Talk about a crimson mask.
It's unfortunate, but you always run that risk in a match like this.
Unfortunate? What the hell are you talking about? This is great. That's the way you do it. Nothing like the sight of your old blood to take the fight right out of you.
I hope this is over soon. No matter how many times I see this, I just can't get used to it.
What are you getting, a little squeamish, Cole? Come on, what do you think this is, badminton? This has been a great match so far. I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this. Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Well, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice.
He smells blood in the water, Cole. He's going straight for the submission.
And this could prove to be a decisive moment in this match. And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, and you can't let that break your focus. But easier said than done.
Talk about adding insult to injury. And these fans love it.
Yeah, well, you know what? He better worry more about the injury and less about the insult until his match is over.
He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold.
Here's your winner, Chris Benoit.
We know that music. Here comes The Undertaker. Under normal circumstances, he'd be considered the most intimidating superstar on SmackDown, but I'd say he's in a particularly foul mood tonight after the controversial match he had with Chris Benoit last week.
Come on, Cole. Have you ever seen The Undertaker in a good mood? Besides, I can understand why Taker is angry. Thanks to the ref, the match didn't solve nothing between the dead man and the rabid Wolverine.
You know, I thought I felt sorry for this man last week when he had to referee one of The Undertaker's matches, but now he's got to compete in one.
Well, that's what happens when you try to play favorites as a special referee.
Frankly, I'm not even sure that he played favorites, Taz. This could all be some sort of misunderstanding, but nevertheless, I guess we all understand now why no one else wanted to referee that match last week. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a sold-out show here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I'm Michael Cole here with Taz at ringside.
Man, you couldn't fit another fan in here with a crowbar, I'm telling you. There's a whole lot of cheeseheads in the house tonight.
It sure is. Green Bay knows that they're about to see the greatest superstars in all of sports entertainment. I can't wait to get started. Superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked into Taz's mission, that was it. End of story. It was over.
I think you're developing a selective memory in your old age, partner.
Oh, man. Here he comes. RKO! RKO!
I don't think there's ever been a more dominant superstar in WWE than the legendary dead man, The Undertaker.
Yeah, but you can only stay on top of the mountain for so long, and the dead man's been there for a very, very long time.
Here it is, Taz. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
I'll tell you what, if his opponent's got a brain in his head, he'll get the heck out of there. You know, there is such a thing as playing to the crowd a little too much, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off.
Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. An injured superstar's like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponent think they're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get.
Whoa! Here goes the ref. Well, might as well chuck the rule book out the window now.
And that also means that there's no one to call a pinfall or submission.
Whoa! You see that? What a shot!
This could result in a serious injury if no one stops this. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight. This is a big risk. Will it pay off? He was one step ahead on that one.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's never been in there, Cole. Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's...
I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
That's the bottom line, Cole. If you're not doing everything you can to win, then you're in the wrong game. Man, this match is so good, it's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Well, thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a broadcast partner, either.
You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd, though, Cole. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion.
Why?
When you see this level of competition, thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win rather than compete fairly. And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, and you can't let that break your focus. But that's easier said than done. Can you believe this match so far, Cole?
I really can't, Taz. This isn't anything like what I expected from these competitors.
Yeah, I gotta admit, they're surprising the hell out of me here, too.
And I think it's that unpredictability that makes these superstars so exciting to watch. There's the cover. Can he do it? We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
Hey, you know, that's not gonna make you popular, but you gotta do whatever it takes to win. I don't know, Cole. I'm kind of unsure about Randy Orton. I mean, he's a pretty boy, let's face it. He's accomplished a couple of big...
He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold.
And that means you gotta either dig deep and find a way to break it, or you gotta just flat out tap out.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
No surprise there, Cole. The WWE fans ain't exactly known for keeping their opinions to themselves. And he's going for it, and he got it! RKO!
Great reversal.
This guy might not have enough to kick out.
Here's your winner, Randy Orton.
What? I didn't sabotage your match. You don't believe me? Fine. You don't scare me, dead man. Come on!
Out of my way, Junior. I want a rematch, Taker, without your funky here.
What? Bring it!
Is that right?
I want my title match, Taker. Just you and me, so leave your little punk out.
Hey, what the hell?
Get your damn hands off me. You are mine, dead man.
don't know what the heck you were thinking last week, but you landed yourself in a whole lot of hot water. All I asked you to do was to call that match right down the middle. But I guess the Undertaker didn't see it that way. Anyway, you've got the dead man mad at you, and that's like signing your own death warrant. He's asked for a match against you, and there ain't no way I'm gonna tell that man no. But here's the really scary part. No one's seen Benoit since last week's match, and I've got no idea what's going through Benoit's head. Good luck, player. You're gonna need it.
I'm sick of you ducking me, Undertaker. You know I'm the most dominant superstar in SmackDown, and you know you can't prove me wrong.
You think I'm afraid of you, little man? I can't count the number of superstars who have tested themselves against the dead man and come up short. If you insist on making this mistake, then your grieving family will have no one to blame but you when the inevitable occurs.
You know it's the Mac Militant. Coming to get it on.
Here comes SmackDown General Manager Teddy Long.
Let me holler at you, players. Now, you've obviously got some unfinished business with each other, and I respect that. But I also respect that there's a third superstar involved in this who would not have been involved if I didn't make him the special referee for your match 2 weeks ago. So tonight, for our main event, I'm giving him the chance to prove himself against you, Benoit, one-on-one. And I've got some big plans for No Mercy that involve the three of you. Holla, holla, holla.
What is Kilo talking about?
I have no idea, partner, but if I know our general manager, they're going to be huge.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 234 pounds, Chris Benoit. And the opponent, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, Randy Orton.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SmackDown. Coming to you tonight from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Deep in the heart of wrestling country, Cole. This crowd is fired up, and I'll tell you what, so am I.
An enthusiastic crowd and the greatest superstars in sports entertainment. You can't ask for more than that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? These are WWE superstars, for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole. And these guys are here weekend and week. Oh, boy. Looks like someone's moving up in the world. Look at it go! Wow! What an RKO! You know, Cole, I got a lot of respect for Chris Benoit, but he also jumped back and forth between Raw and SmackDown more than any other super.
Oh, my! The submission hold is locked in.
And this ain't easy to get out of either, Cole.
That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
No surprise there, Cole. The WWE fans ain't exactly known for keeping their opinions to themselves. He's in the driver's seat here, and it looks like he's introducing his opponent to an exposed turnbuckle.
And you can only imagine the kind of damage that steel turnbuckle must be inflicting with each smash.
Those two cowboys were in that movie that you like so much. What the heck was that called? I can't remember. I can't deny that the legend killer Randy Orton had a pretty impressive career so far, Paul, but he better be careful if they don't burn out too quick.
I don't think there's much of a chance of that, Taz. I haven't seen any indication that Orton's going to stop impressing WWE fans anytime soon.
Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight. And the crowd is coming up. What a reversal.
Lost a step or two when he took that move.
Look out! The referee's been knocked out!
And this is where things start getting a little interesting, Cole.
He's bleeding all over the place. This one's getting ugly.
It's definitely not pretty, but it's definitely effective, Cole. Look, here's the deal. You make your opponent bleed, and you got the psychological edge over him. Case closed.
Maybe so, but I'm more concerned about the risk to his physical well-being now that he's been busted open.
I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out. But now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Neither do. And there's the submission hold. What a deadly maneuver this is.
You're not kidding, Cole.
What a submission maneuver. You must be familiar with this one.
Here's your winner, Randy Orton.
What do you want, Taker?
Save your hostility for the ring, Benoit. I came to tell you that I look forward to laying our differences to rest at No Mercy.
Aren't you forgetting about somebody?
He is a distraction. This began between the two of us, and by all rights, it should end between the two of us.
I hope you're not suggesting that we form some kind of alliance. Because I don't care which one of you I have to force to tap out tonight.
I'm not suggesting anything of the kind. I've said all I came to say. Actually, there is one more thing. I hope you have no illusions that you will make me submit tonight.
Here comes Chris Benoit. Taz the Rabbit Wolverine looks even more intense and focused than usual for tonight's triple threat match.
Of course he does, Cole. There's a lot at stake here tonight. A lot of pride on the line.
Benoit must avoid losing to one of his opponents tonight in order to continue to No Mercy. And if he wins, he gets to choose the No Mercy match type. You've got to think that a triple threat match like this would favor a superstar like The Undertaker, Taz. It's hard enough to garner a victory over The Undertaker in the best of circumstances.
Maybe, maybe not. I know the other two guys in this match don't see eye to eye. But if they decide to team up against him, it could be bad news for the dead man.
Talk about your rotten luck. It was an order from Teddy Long that put this man in the middle of the rivalry between Benoit and The Undertaker, and he's been paying for it ever since.
You see it as a bad thing, Cole. But I see it as a good thing. Let's face it. Even if he loses here tonight, an impressive showing against superstars like Benoit and The Undertaker counts for something. You know what I mean?
Welcome to a sold-out Smackdown from San Antonio, Texas. Do we have an exciting show for you tonight?
Oh, I'm telling you, man, I can't wait for the action to start. Just listen to these fans. And there's the counter, Cole.
I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked into Taz's mission, that was it. End of story. It was over.
I think you're developing a select...
That's the way you do it. Nothing like the sight of your own blood to take the fight right out of you.
I hope this is over soon. No matter how many times I see this, I just can't get used to it.
What are you getting, a little squeamish, Cole? Come on, what do you think this is, badminton?
What a reversal. Look at him go!
Wow, what an RKO!
He's going for the pin! This could be it!
I feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that.
Nice reversal!
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up again. Oh, man, this is just about the last hold you want to find yourself in.
I can imagine. Just look at the pressure. He's looking for his finisher.
And there it is, Cole. The RKO. Man, that'll take your head right off. Man, you just can't put it. He's 3 seconds away from a win. This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match. When you decide to shut your yap for a few seconds, and I can enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry to have disturbed you. Watching these superstars go at it, he could pin his opponent right here.
Here's your winner, Randy Orton.
Chris Benoit has a great deal of confidence in his abilities, but I've never gotten the sense that he's got a swelled head, Taz.
Absolutely not. This thing that they had going with The Undertaker, it wasn't about talking trash. It was about getting the respect he deserves for the career he's had.
And tonight at No Mercy could be another one of the many high points in the career of Chris Benoit. Not to take anything away from him, Taz, but I don't think many people expected him to make it to No Mercy.
I gotta agree with you. Again, nothing against the guy, but he went up against two of the greatest superstars in the history of the business. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table. Oh, come on, Cole. You should let me train you. You could be Cruiserweight champion in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Good. They're just training for... Man, what a chair shot. Reminds me of the old ECW days.
If that's your idea of good old days, I'm glad I wasn't around for them. What a counter that was!
You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. And we've got the best seats in the house.
No doubt, front and center. We couldn't be any closer to this match without being in it.
Well, that's your territory, partner, not mine. I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am. I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead. There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out?
Randy Orton's a mouthy little punk, Cole. And that's exactly the kind of guy that superstars will line up around the block to get a shot.
And it looks like he's bleeding. This is not going to help his chances.
Well, that depends, Cole. I mean, some guys, they go a little nuts at the sight of their own blood, and they become unstoppable.
Well, that doesn't seem like a good strategy to me. I hope he ends this before he suffers a serious injury.
Oh, God. The ref's on dream.
Look at him go.
Wow. What an RKO.
I I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like,
oh man, here he comes.
RKO! RKO!
I love hearing this could be 3 right here. Chris Benoit's a great technical wrestler, no doubt about it, I'm telling you. But after taking all the abuse he's taken in his career, I don't know if he's got what it takes to win here tonight.
The smart money never bets against Chris Benoit, Taz. He's got a well-earned reputation for coming out ahead in just about any encounter. He's swinging for the fences with that sledgehammer.
He's all about bringing the hammer down, and that proves it. Look at him go! Wow, what an RKO!
He's going for the pin. This could be it.
2, 3.
I don't believe it. He did it. He did it.
That was incredible. Benoit and Taker spent all this time feuding over who was the dominant superstar on SmackDown, and it wasn't neither of them. It was the man standing victoriously in the ring right there.
Well, one thing's for sure, he just made the entire SmackDown locker room sit up and take notice, and the Raw locker room as well. This is a superstar who's going places and fast. This is going to go down as a memorable No Mercy, to say the least.